Hello everybody. Today we're playing with Buxton Decorated Host. It's a 6 mana 4/4. It got changed. It was a 5 mana. For a legendary creature Rabbit Noble with Convoke. And at the beginning of your end step, if you control a tapped creature, seek non-land permanent card with mana value X or less, where X is the number of tapped creatures you control, and put those cards into the battlefield. So with the new set, we had some additional inclusions to Buxton. Number one is Smile at Death. It's a 5 mana enchantment that can, at the beginning of upkeep, return 2 target creature cards with power 2 or less. And you can put counters. Important here is they don't get finality counters, so you can just keep recycling them. And this deck just runs a lot of creatures, a lot of permanents with cost 1 or less. But here we care about creatures as a nice inclusion. Waystone Guidance is just an auto include in this type of deck. Not only did we get tokens +1/+0, this deck plays a lot of tokens, but the first creature we cast each turn, giving them mobilize, is really good value. Even though the creatures will sacrifice at the end of combat, at the end of your turn, I believe you can reorder the trigger so you can get a high number of Buxton. But normally, as long as you can hit 3 is okay. But just the mobilize 2 is just good enough. And Fortress King Guard is also really good inclusion because it's a card that is a 2-drop that gives us another creature with Endure. We can put a +1/+1 counter or a 1/1 white spirit token. So what's the play with Buxton? It got changed not a while ago through an alchemy chain, which increases cost from 5 mana to 6. But Buxton is still very powerful. What are the big differences now that Buxton costs 1 more mana? Well, before you can get away playing not that many green 1-drops, but now that Buxton costs more, we have all these elves that makes us mana, and they're also very useful because they count as green when you convoke. The most difficult part of Buxton is to get that double green. Normally we get multiple plains and just one forest, so we need other sources of green creatures, and the elf package tends to do pretty well. Buxton also plays in a pretty high queue, so we're gonna need to protect ourselves. So these are the cards that were included to the list. 2 give us protection from Boarwise from Honor Horizon card, Flare of Fortitude. It gives us indestructible if we sacrifice a creature. Another one from Tarkir Dragonstorm is Due to Beyond Death. So you can, an additional cost to cast a spell, you sacrifice a creature and gives your creatures indestructible and put counters on each creature you control. Another good card. Dawn's Truce, Selfless Spirit are also pretty good. King Darien, the main effect, it's just pretty good in a deck like this. It's an anthem, and you can sacrifice King Darien to give creature tokens you control hexproof indestructible. Doesn't hit all your creatures, but normally Buxton plays quite a few tokens, so you able to defend them. And of course, Invasion of Govakhan. Invasion of Govakhan is quite powerful. Not only get to disrupt our opponent's play, especially making their Borwai cost more, but the other side gives us protection and gives us a legitimate win condition. So that's pretty much the lower side of the deck. And for the higher side, there are quite a different versions you can play. But because I'm usually facing very high queued opponents, the best cards in my opinion to get are removal permanents that just exile their stuff. So we are at the end of the turn. One of the most backbreaking things you can do is play your Buxton at turn 3, turn 4, and then you search a Banishing Light, and then you exile their thing. And normally, even if it's a control player, they have artifacts. They have mana rocks we can hit, so we're delaying them. Those tend to be pretty much our best hits, and we do have some linking cards we can get, as example, Virtual Loyalty, Dollmaker's Shop, Smile of Death are some good hits. An alternative game plan is into boards that have quite a few creatures and we cannot attack as much as we wanted to. Convoke tends to work very well. Court of Calling can search for a creature that can remove an obnoxious blocker. March of the Multitude just goes wide. Another pretty good one for 3 mana is, where is it? Amara. Amara can also gets us another creature to convoke, so it chains multiple convokes. Conclave Tribunal is just really good. It's a removal, and we get to tap creatures, and we care about tapping creatures so we can get more permanents. So let's see how we do with Buxton, Decorated Host. Dragon Orb, Polygon. Cast a creature. The creature's haste. I'm gonna be Rakdos mid-range. Perhaps. It's Grove. Okay. Will I go for the hit? Sure. We could play Locks It On and keep these guys up. Which one's better? We can also play you and go 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, I think you're better. I'm gonna deal with the Nemesis. It's cleaner here. Just don't really want to give him a free Buxton. So they're gonna play their guy. So yeah, give you green. Get some value. Nope. Okay, at least we got a blocker. The only worrying thing is they play a boar wipe here, but I don't really can do too much. Draw a white, we can play these 2 cards and go for a big hit. Probably Locks It On Swords is what I'm thinking. He may be having 2 boar wipes. So you gotta think, okay. So we know what we need to play around. Can we play around it ourselves? Yes, but that requires... Okay. Oh, it's annoying. So what is he hitting? He has to take out the tutor is what I'm thinking. Uh-huh. So that's his play. Can we do something other than just go here, go for a massive hit? Okay, I'm getting a card. That is a good card. Haven't drawn lands, which is pretty bad into a board wipe. Here, I think we need a... Pretty good synergy, so there were Waystone Guidance and the Guide of Souls. Able to get a extra one. Okay. That's something I want exiled. Here, by keeping the swords, he doesn't want to hit with that. Sure. They get lethal? I am thinking, because I do get rid of him. He can get his life. Okay. I'm thinking if... Yeah, we have to pay you tapped. We did have enough to 6, but still good enough. Here, the power of the Waystone Guidance. We have multiple threats here. What do I take out? Well, nice knowing you. Needs to destroy more than that. Needs 2 more creatures. Boy, I hated that Guide of Souls. Nice knowing you. MVP Guide of Souls. We got there. And Waystone Guidance. That tells you the power of Waystone Guidance, one of the new additions. And its synergy with Guide of Souls. You get extra triggers, you can pay the 4 energy, and still win with just 3 lands. We did not draw a single extra land. It was good enough. GG's. Against Cannon. Do we keep this hand? We don't have a turn 2. But we do have the Dollmaker combo. So you have to fetch a basic here. A white. Yep. Guess we're the control deck. Next turn we play Cannon. There's realistically also we play Borrowed Time. If we draw land, we can play Buxton next turn. We do need another green. We can play Haywire Might. Destroy it? Do we need to? Wonder we just put him here. Sure. Be mana efficient. Or yeah, we can destroy two of their big things. If he wants to go that route. We are missing a green. They do have, they picked green. Interesting. Okay, that enters tapped. No problems. We're the aggressor here. Now, Cannon. Big borrow time or get lost because I don't want to give him the tokens. And because he sent us to the command zone, it just stays there. Just okay. 2 more mana, we get the other side. What do you do? Is it the top one? No, it's not the counters. I would like to Buxton here, but we have to deal with that guy. Interesting. Alright, no blocks. Yeah, we can do this. The most mana efficient. Deal with him. Okay. The opponent can still rift or rebuke us, so we're just. He can still do something here. Also extra turns. Yeah, it's quite a bit of mana. Alright, we got there. I was counting if we had lethal through the block. Yeah, we needed one more. We could have layer. Yeah, probably could have layered for 1. Keep interaction open or play the llama. Alright, GG's. Again, Zergo and Nojitai. Dance Truce is pretty good in this matchup. I think we're gonna start there. I like that. But what would be our play? The migration? Or should we wait a turn? I don't think we should wait. Play tokens. King Darien is a good option here. He is vulnerable to removal. So how about you? We can play you. The problem is he plays a 3-mana boar wipe. We have no protection from that. I'm okay just playing like this. We keep Dawn's Truce open. He plays a 3-mana boar wipe. Okay. So it looks like the opponent has mana drain mana. Oh well. Guess it was good enough. Here is very important. This matchup is in Jeskai. They have 3-mana boar wipes. So we had Dawn's Truce. And if we played King Darien, most likely opponent has a counter magic, so we were fast enough. I think the best play here is just maybe play the Haywire Might and just keep going. And then waited for 1 extra mana to maybe play King Darien and hit him. So even if he mana drains, we give him bad mana drain targets. GG's. We're against Golos. We have double elf. I like this. And we can destroy an artifact and enchantment. Okay, we got a decent curve. So we're against Golos, the Tireless, Pilgrim. Wait. Alright, pass. Play double elf, virtue, so you can Buxton next turn. Here, the opponent let's hit with the horse first. See if they have boar wipe. That's the only problem in these matchups. Oh, we can't take it out. We could. One of the interesting here things here, we could have picked our own Buxton if they had boar wipe. That would have been interesting. I don't know what it was worth. We do get the virtue next turn, but I'm pretty worried they just boar wipe here. Too bad this couldn't take out the Celestis. I think here we pressure 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We have 2 more. Do you think we lower and try to do as much damage? And we surveil, so we played this as the land. Okay. I believe we play you though. Try to do as much damage as possible here. Yes, okay. Slowing him down as much as we can. That's a good hit. They would be able to play goals there. With the indestructible guy. Let's get our surveil. Let's not one and not more land, please. And we drew more land. Cool. Right, journey. Take out his guy. I believe it's lethal. 8, 10, 12, yeah, both. Unless the opponent has any sort of removal. Oh, we got there. Pretty much this matchup is, for them, is board wipe or bust. So we got there. And one of the big things I really like in Buxton is to search for a lot of permanents that exile permanents. You can see there with Touch the Spirit Realm, we're able to get one of their permanents. Idea is be able to go on the offense and start disrupting them. GG's. Okay, we're against Chandra's mono red control pretty much. Yeah, let's see if we can get there. I think turn we can garden later. I think this is the turn we play you. Need to play a white. Yeah, hopefully they play a ramp here. Alright, let's play you. Forced him to burn interaction here because we're threatening a turn 3 Buxton. Yeah, we forced the opponent to do that. Oh, I do like Knight here. I think we're gonna do it. Dude, we don't have mana, we have only 4 with you, right? Yeah. Okay, that's a good draw. I'm probably gonna bolt it, but is this time? Yeah. Do you want to do that? Fine by me. Okay, that is pretty good. So we do you here. We have 1, 2, 3, 4. So we don't have enough for bucks then. Unless we do this, so let's do it. Buxton, we get something else. That's that's fine. Probably they may have a board wipe, but it's okay. Let's see if they have it. Let's see if they pay. That's good for me. I'd like to play you, but I think we can wait. I think we play you. Play the spirit. Play this guy. Okay, maybe play Chandra here. How much is he hitting for? TV pace.
It's my
turn. That. Oh, let's protect. Okay, that's your play. What I can do, we can surveil here. No. Wait, we're gonna play Smile of Death, so I had no worries from there. We're gonna hit him pretty hard. How much? Probably 11, 12. And Smile of Death was gonna bring us back to Selfless Spirit on our upkeep. And then we had the Prairie to hit. And in case anything got scary, we had Banishing Light. So GG's, we were able to get there. Pretty much into this matchup is they need a board wipe. So that's where cards like Selfless Spirit helped us. Good game. against Joda. We go second. What is their companion? Has more than one of the same mana symbol. Okay. We do have disruption, so let's go. Down that mean they don't play an elf? I don't know. Oh, they drew their elf. We need double green, so let's play this tapped. The risk of this hand was we go second, so we don't get to take out their elf. Yeah, okay. Would I prefer to take out the journey for the creature or the Domri? Yeah, this matchup become really difficult because we didn't deal with the elf. It just giving the opponent the elf snowballs the game entirely. Let's see if we can keep up here. Thinking probably Sentry next turn, but do they have something scary? Take that instead. They have quite a few spells here. I'm thinking they have to Joda next turn. Well, they are gonna Joda next turn. Take out the Bloom Tender. Bloom Tender gives them quite a bit of mana. From here, it's just we have to play almost like a control deck. We have to disrupt his game plan. Yeah, we have to just take out the Joda. Problem is, we have to give up. We have to deal with Domri soon. I think we have to go you. Do I need to pay 2 or can I? Do I need the ambush later? Not for sure. Question is, do we pay the 3 here? Well, I guess they gave up. I think there still was a game. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Just wait 2 more turns. We were gonna Buxton next turn. But I think the opponent just was impatient. But just to show, pretty much this is just a lesson of how difficult a game can be if the opponent just played a turn 1 drop. That hand was very risky because I went second. And the difference is, if you're going first and they play elf, in your turn 2, you're able to remove it. So you can keep a 2 mana removal spell. But because we went second, they get to do a 3 mana play, which was Domri. And from there on out, the game would have snowballed. I literally needed 3 removal pieces to even barely catch up. But any moment I miss one of these removal pieces, this game was over. And all snowball from the elf. Tells you how important it is to keep 1 mana removal. GG's. Okay, we're against Nadu. I do go first. We can play Elf, or we can play the Souls. If you play Elf, next turn we have 3 mana. Okay, I think Elf is better. If we get a token maker, we were able to play Amara. Question is, we convoke or we play you? Yeah, trample. We can play Buxton next time. Cobra. As much as I want to. Can't give them Cobra. If they want to destroy a land for it, fine. Okay, it's fine by me. So I would like to go probably you. Alright, we got there. Bit weird that they wanted to protect the Cobra that bad, sacrificing the land. But tells you the value of that Cobra. A greedy play would have been just to play Buxton and hope we get a good hit. But we drew the removal spell. Giving a Nadu player the Cobra is very risky. Because just one more land can, especially if they get one of these fetch lands, I can give them 3 mana because it enters, gets a 1 mana. For just the other spell, another mana, and then the untapped mana it naturally gets. So thereon they could have a protected Nadu, and it just becomes a big mess. GG's. It's an okay hand, but it is. I'll try it. We don't have double green, which is a problem, but I like Legion landing, but let's play Squirrel. Can play that in another turn. I do like Warden. You get to scry. Let's do it. Yep, it's what I wanted. A green source. So you get to cultivate. Next turn they get to Golos. I think I'm playing you. We're scrying. I think we're transforming the land, right? That's more valuable. Or to scry. I think it's more important to scry. I think we try to pressure him. Is 1 point damage worth it? Maybe not. Try to scry here. Gets the Golos. No. Okay, we'd like to Fox here. Well, we can do that instant speed. But this can hit something else. Let's play this. I got the Golos. I think we hit with most. Much damage as possible here. We do have Fountain Port. They do get to Regolos. Here we're looking for a green. I think we're going to start warding up. So they need 10 mana, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So we're probably going to have to take out that Guardian. So I can play the rabbit here. Is that the best play? Because he probably gets all the gods. It may be too late for that. It may be too late for that. So I think because he has 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 for the other. Don't know we have time or not. So I like to ward in. So I think we tap all of them, so we can ward in at least twice. I don't think we can twice, so let's go at least you. Right, I can do here as well. Oh, yeah, something, which is weird. Scry, see if we can scry. Don't know we have time, but we'll try here. Alright, right on time. And we got there. One of the lines there was to sentry his idol, but I think he needed more land. Because he probably wanted to World Tree, where requires 11 mana, 10 and tap. So he had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Needed 2 more lands. I think we had time. Alright, GG's. We got there. For the post-game wrap with Buxton Decorated Host, he's still as good as he was before. Honestly, the change from 5 mana to 6 mana is not felt that much. The big thing you have to keep in mind in a mulligan is always have 3 creatures. That's the magic number. 3 creatures by turn 3, and then you can cast a turn 3 Buxton. As long as you can complete those conditions, there is no problem. And this curve is designed for you to hit Buxton as much as possible. Of the new cards, I really liked Waystone Guidance. It's just very powerful in a deck like this. And I definitely advise the most important cards to craft are all your board wipe protection spells. Fortunately, most of them are rares, I believe, except one card. The rest are rares, but if you're gonna make Buxton, before going for the other alternative late game plan, the highest priority should be your board wipe protection, because these cards will save you the game, while the other cards can sometimes help you. Other good combo cards, Court of Calling is just good in every single green deck, so it's nice inclusion. And Smile Death is fine. I would say it's a little bit more of a late game insurance plan into control specifically. But unfortunately, if they're in blue, they can counter it. So you need to be pretty clever at what time you play this card, because it costs 5 mana. And it's just a pretty good list. I really like this list overall. If you want to play anthems, the anthems I recommend are 2 mana anthems. I wouldn't advise anything that costs more. The only exception would be King Narian, just because you can get the tokens indestructible. But other than that, it's a pretty fun deck, and it still performs very well, no matter which queue it faces. If you enjoy the video, make sure to like and subscribe, and thanks for watching.